We're in the very center of Kamchatka, the village of the volcanologist Klutchi. And from here, to the south, through the thickets of Kamchatka, stone birches, and the high-altitude tundra, we will reach the smoking Kamchatka volcano. And further, if the weather allows, through the canyon too, to another rocky volcano called Kamin, to a unique volcano called the Bezamiani, whose eruption led to a wave of ash covering the Earth twice half a century ago. Recently, Bezamiani began to erupt once again. From here, we go to the Klutchevsky volcano, the largest one in Eurasia, and hopefully it is erupting. The weather is always changing. Let's hope it is clear. We will try to get there in time before the storm begins. As you can see, we're on our way. This part of the journey is probably the most intense, actually. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn it, I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit right now. It's okay. Don't worry. So, guys, we drove around these because they're stuck. I actually got hit in the face with some branches a couple of times now. Now we are driving in the middle. The Buran has the wider tracks on it, so we can lay down a path to go through. The Yamaha will be behind us now. No, we've actually stopped now, right? We're all sitting down?
Not yet.
Not. We are again in the center of Kamchatka, 700 kilometers from Petropavlovsk. We are going to Klutchevsky volcano. They're going to get out of that snow. What, are we going to tow them?
That's it.
That's it? Oh, whoa, 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 wait, let me get off. Wait. It's fine, I'll walk. Shit, just look, it's deep here, up to the knee. Let's go and help them. The guys are all hard at work right now. Guys, will we really be able to pull them out?
Well, we have to try.
Yeah. Or if anything, we'll just leave them here. Or we can take them back to the village. We are 30 kilometers from the nearest village. There is no connection, so no one can help us. So the Yamaha is still stuck. We're going to save her. Walking on such deep snow is extremely difficult if you're not used to it. I also forgot to put down my backpack with all the heavy camera equipment as well, so whilst talking to you guys, I was out of breath. And I have to pull out the snowmobile stuck in the snow with my bare hands.
Right, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
They try to go backwards or forward, but the snowmobile just backfires continuously. Huh?
Wait. On one. Oh! It's stuck again.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It won't move.
It seems like we're completely stuck in the snow.
What do we do? Hold on.
We're quite stuck here.
Come on, let's try something.
Do you think the Baranto will let us through?
That's not even a question.
Yeah?
There's really no doubt about it.
Well, here it is. Your proud little Yamaha. Baranto is winning.
They're very fragile machines. They're not that reliable either. But let's try and pull it out now.
We decide to catch up with one of the Barantos to pull out the Yamaha, but now unfortunately he can't even turn around when the snowdrifts are as heavy and deep as these. All three machines are now deep into the snow cove, but so are we. The Klutchevsky volcano is considered cursed by some of the locals. According to legend, the first person to climb to the crater successfully was a shipyard master Daniel Gauss, and he managed to do this in 1788. When he came down, he apparently went crazy and only had time to draw his simple map. Since then, for a century and a half, Klutchevsky has not been conquered by anyone else. Only in 1936 did a small group of Soviet scientists make their way up the volcano, and amongst them, there was an unusual team member, a female volcanologist, Sofia Nabokov. Here she is now in the frame, and that particular ascent almost ended in a tragedy.
Well, amongst us there was a very expansive friend of ours, Deacon Topogorov. And when we began our ascent, he was quite friendly. He spoke to us and asked me about being the first female in Komsomolka to make the ascent to the crater. We, of course, tried to suppress his excitement about the journey, but all of this had an effect on his well-being and his character as well. Already at the descent, he started again the rowdiness and the joy we had gotten to the top, and the ice caps were not forgiving at the time, and he lost his footing, and this made the whole journey very difficult again. We went down to him at his call and heard him shouting those grim words over and over again. He couldn't hear us calling out to him because our voices got lost in the wind. He was somewhere near the top. And we went after him. We went looking for him all night. We went down that night, and our comrade had flown. He had flown from the top, right from the top, down almost 3,000 meters. And he rode down the volcano for 2 of those kilometers, but just behind the belt. Somehow he got caught, and as a result of that hung over the abyss. And so we went down to him all night for a whole 8 hours just to save him. But we did it. He was quite crazy after that. He was in a state, pale as a ghost. But somehow we hooked him up the rope and got him safely home that day. It was an experience, even though it almost ended in tragedy.
Since then, the volcano has been claiming human lives almost every year.
Different people come here and they have different training and they have an understanding of where they're going. And some don't have enough of it. And so it happens that they leave from here and don't come back. That's why I had my last name removed.
And what does that mean?
Well, it's died up there.
Does this happen often then?
Almost every single year.
Yeah. Yes, it does happen quite often. Well, it's just because many people think that it's easy.
Yeah.
In reality, it really isn't. There are stones that can hit you, as well as the ground at the crater of the volcano is quite loose. A stone this big is even enough to do it.
Seriously, that small of a
Well,
rock?
it will hit you in the head and that's it.
The slope can be very intense. The magma speed is...
Yeah. If you're not careful, you can fall and fall down as much as a kilometer.
Oh.
We've had that happen up here before.
Therefore, guys, if you're planning to go up to the summit on foot or any other means, either take an experienced guide or ask to go on an expedition with a group of volcanologists, like I did. It is very dangerous to go by yourself on an active volcano, especially in winter when you are bound to get stuck or break down, and can lead to a painful death. Damn, I really don't want to be left all alone in the middle of Kamchatka, where the nearest village anywhere around here is 30 kilometers away. We finally managed to get the Buran to the Yamaha.
Go again!
Ah! Hurrah! We can finally continue to the volcano. The weather is starting to get worse, but we are moving further and further to the Kluchevsky volcano. Gradually, the trees begin to wither and disappear, and the intense highland tundra begins. In winter, this is an endless white field, and absolutely the coolest free ride. How much does one of these cost?
A new one? It could set you back about 970,000 easy.
And Buran?
Buran
Like this
is
one?
new. It's only about 380,000.
Well, there you have it, guys. For fast rides, of course, the Yamaha. But if you want to go far, or the volcanoes, then
Yeah.
just don't fool around and take a Buran.
This is for sure.
And there used to be a base of volcanologists here, right?
Well, yes, they used to live here. They were laborers of our laboratory. Constantly there on a permanent basis.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changed. When the regime changed as well.
It means that the Soviet Union was definitely disbanded then.
Well, I mean, the regime. The regime of the functioning laboratory, the number of employees, the volume of midden works, all the research and stuff, has also gone down since those days too. Approximately 35 or more workers were at the volcano at the time. It was a small team. There are more than a dozen scientists here that are still doing research.
Have you learned everything about volcanoes? Can you not teach anything else now? Now this house is more like a place for tourists to relax in. The walls are inscribed with people's origins all over the world. Here, for example, it says peace to all of you. It seems to be from a while ago. It looks like it is hot here, in the North Pole. It's okay. We've warmed up now. We rode for so long on snow. Now, we're all warm. Let's get settled in, shall we? We didn't get to the Kluchevsky volcano yet during that day. Do you see that long strip of white that covers the bottom of the volcano that is in the Purga? That brought us back to the village. This is what the main and the first volcano station around here looks like in the village of Kluchi. Over there in the window, there's a video camera that watches the volcano's activity around the clock. On the wall is a sign saying that the building is in an emergency state. We're going off to the volcano now, using this all-terrain vehicle, which is going to be able to take us all the way there, right?
No, we'll switch to the all-terrain vehicle. This is just a city car for driving around Petropavlovsk for bread.
This is just a city car?
Yeah, it is.
This is not an all-terrain vehicle.
No, it's really not.
I thought that we were going to the volcano in this thing here, but
This is the wife's car.
Okay, this is just the wife's car. We're back in Petropavlovsk, and everyone in Kamchatka here calls it a city. And this is a city where you can find all these types of monsters just parked all over in the courtyards. Bigfoots can be made from literally any car. Here, for example, is one from a Suzuki Jimny. The spare tire on the back door has ceased to fit for whatever reason. Also, these types of cars here are really not considered super off-road vehicles because all the super off-road vehicles are even cooler. And these guys are the beauties that we are going to be using today. This one, the big one, 3 axles. Just take a look at the wheels. Just the same height as my belt here. We are going to another extremely interesting Kamchatka volcano, Mutnovsky. And this volcano is only 100 kilometers away from the city, which makes it one of the most accessible ones for tourists. The main obstacle on the way is the Kamchatka weather. Here we pass the Volyochinsky waterfall, and the sun is still shining, but it only takes half an hour, and everything's changed. It starts to sweep, which is a normal phenomenon for Kamchatka when the weather covers everything very quickly.
You can see when the wind blows here a great deal, and therefore the visibility practically falls immediately to zero.
We climb higher and higher into the mountain on a steep serpentine.
This ascent for long-distance runners is called Velodolny. So there's a cliff to the left and a cliff to the right, and when he's loaded up, he's got 20 tons on his back. And here on the hill is where he would stop, that is, on the ice, you see. And then the car begins to roll back, and that's why it's called Velodolny.
We've climbed the pass. The serpentine was all in the clouds, and because of that, the road wasn't visible at all while you're driving along the edge. But here we are, right above the clouds. And at least the road is visible now. The higher up, the thicker the layer of snow is underneath us. So that the guys just understand what the height of the snow is here, have a look. Do you see these 3 pillars? And so, these 3 pillars are 5 meters high. Well, that's what's left of them. That's what you can see. It's not bad, right?
Determine whether it's a snowy winter or not.
Well, is this a snowy winter then?
It's not really a snowy winter at all, as there's still, at the very least, half a meter under the snow.
Generally beautiful, incredible.
Where are you from?
I'm from Moscow.
Oh, here, look at this.
And what is this?
It is Mukonic glass. Here, now.
All
look.
right. Thank you very much. The man gave me some Mukonic glass. And look, it's such a beautiful stone. They're very kind people. An incredible storm. People can literally be 20 meters away from me. You can hardly see them, and sometimes when it's pouring, you can hardly see them at all. Just look, guys, how a person can disappear into the distance. Here, you can see him, but not anymore. There are snowmobiles that are on the roof
Yes,
now,
it
so they
happened.
say. It is probably 20 meters. Well, it has to be 15 for sure. It falls asleep on the roof in winters sometimes. We continue to head to the Motnovskaya volcano, hoping that the weather will change again and the sun will shine. You're right up to your belt. We have to lower the wheels even more because the car just doesn't go any further now.
Well, it's comfortable. You can just sit here.
Look there. You're okay over there, buried. And now look here. Well, firstly, it's clear that I'm kneeling in the snow. You must try it, guys. Just look around and see if there's something that you can look at. Right here, you can't. You can't see anything at all. Fully purged. Whew. The only way you navigate is with these columns. And in reality, these columns are 9 meters tall. We've already gone and blown the wheel to such a state that you can see here, even the rubber's bending, and the wheel is almost completely covered in the snow. This is not a snowfall. The wind is causing a blizzard, but it's such a powerful one that even the electric poles are almost completely covered. A light snowfall is being thrown under the glass of our Bigfoot now. Terrible snow, right?
Well, it's very bad. This snowfall.
Terrible snowfall is soft, right?
It is not just sitting there. That is, it was more just driven over here by the wind. It is really difficult to walk on this type of snow.
Look at the face of my companion, Sir Yoga. Only half an hour ago, he was having fun and joking around. And now he doesn't say a word and doesn't take his eyes off the road. More precisely from the milk that's outside. Frankly speaking, it was at this moment that I realized that we may not return. I'm filming, but what if we fall?
No, we will fall.
How else will I catch the moment? When I fly, I won't be able to catch anything anymore, understand?
Yeah,
so I'll just have to keep shooting. We won't tip over?
No. You don't tip over, I'm afraid.
Look at what angle the car is driving. I align the camera horizontally and it's clearly visible by the electric transmission lines. The car is tilted at 45 degrees. I don't think the camera captures it, but we are driving at this angle.
Well,
Constantly.
probably somewhere under 35 degrees.
Under 30 degrees now. Like this. And at what angle do you think it tips over?
Well, it holds on at about 47 degrees, which is still pretty good. We're looking good.
Well, we still have at least a 12-degree margin.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
road is right over
and
there
then we will tip
currently.
over. It isn't really clear whether we're going forwards or backwards.
This is Kamchatka, baby.
We're barely even taking a break. I just came out to show you what the situation is outside. There's just nothing here that is visible. Look right ahead of me. That is all just milk. Our car is even barely able to move. The wind is intense. The snow is not just at your knees. The snow that's under me is 15 meters below, just so we're clear. Here are the tops of the rocks, and they really do look quite small, but in reality, they are all under the thick snow. These rocks are the height of a 5-story
Something
building,
like
right?
that.
Just so that you understand how much it snows over here. And the biggest danger is that a hot volcano can melt all of the snow on the ground, creating these invisible voids. If you fall into them, well, there's no connection or people here at all. We won't go any further. The weather is rapidly deteriorating and you can't see anything at all. But now imagine just over there in the distance. In fact, it's only 500 meters away. The Motnovsky volcano. It's 2,323 meters. There are also 4 active craters. And they can erupt. And now on the other side of us over there too, just imagine the volcano is burning at 1,870 meters. It has 1 active crater. And there are 11 cones around it where it has erupted previously. The mountain is rocky. And here, not very far from us, there is a small valley of geysers, the so-called fumarole field, and it smokes, but because of the fog, the smoke's not visible. I filmed a couple of minutes there. Over here, you can see everything. It's all frozen here. I do not feel. I don't feel anything here at all.
I almost lost you. I drove away and then realized that the visibility is 0. You turned and then you're already so weak over there. I thought I had to go back a year.
Well, fuck it. Let's go back home. Come on. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Whoa. There's still snow there, and I just fell over the belt. Really,
it's difficult.
So
it really is very difficult to go, and it's practically impossible.
Practically.
It's only snowfall anyway.
Oh my God. Oh, that's good. Oh, my face. My face is busy warming up. Right now, I think that I need to scream, but instead my mouth and my lips, they just don't want to open at all. I'm like, just lie down. Come on. Day 2. The weather's improved. Finally, everything's visible. And we are going to the volcanoes again.
Day 3, 1992, at a tourist camp. We were recruiting children, at least we were trying to recruit them. These campaigns lasted 2 weeks, and then I decided to completely reject it. This whole corporate rat race. It was a bit of fun. I got tired of the whole corporate tourism business. I was done. I was the head of the sales department in a large trading firm. Then we somehow went to the corporate volcano gorilla. We went there, everything was fine, and in a month I quit.
But why?
The body had remembered all of this and what it was like being here. And little by little, we started to develop it. And now in August, in fact, we'll not push through here.
We stopped at the mountain house to have a snack, and there is something like a parking lot with snow trucks. Guys, look over here. This is the coolest snow truck that I have ever seen. Something like a mixture of the Belarusian Lexus tractor. Made so much cooler. There is an engine right there. In the cabin, look, everything is just manly. Torpedoes of corrugated iron. The ceiling is just made of heat insulation. Here, the door is also homemade from some steel. This is the coolest car. It's just the bomb. What was this car originally?
It is completely self-assembled.
Completely assembled from scratch,
Yeah,
right?
totally. There's nothing factory in here.
Well, where is the engine from? Where's it from?
Toyota Camry.
Okay, then.
Torpedo from the cruiser, steering from the cruiser. And the rest is all just self-made. Stove and so on.
How do you like the car, guys? I think it's very cool. Write in the comments. I was lucky with the weather this time. This is a smoking field not far from the city in Kamchatka called a Daka, or Small Valley of Geysers. These are not actually geysers, but gases from a smoking volcano passing through the water. These guys are the so-called fourth boiler. Under us, in fact, is a huge reservoir of water which is heated from the volcano from lava. And the steam comes out through very small cracks. The smell here, it's like rotten eggs, hydrogen peroxide. Here there are these mini geysers, mini water outlets. I just want to touch it to see how hot it is. Oh, it's almost boiling. As a matter of fact, walking on these fumaroles can actually be quite unsafe, because under me it can be quite massive and open, or not really, but it has a lot of boiling water under me. Moreover, the water under there can heat up to 170 degrees, and that is essentially just steam mixture that is under pressure. In general, if you fall down there, you'll go forever. Of course, guys, you can visit the Geyser Valley and not cook an egg. I bought this from a fishmonger, only for 500. It'll be a Kamchatka egg. For a well-cooked egg, it was necessary for me to find a larger puddle and submerge it entirely, but I'll be honest, I was quite scared. I didn't want to fall in and boil myself. And one of the other tourists who also came here helped me to shoot all this. What is your name?
Azalea.
Azalea?
Yes.
Azalea, are you not scared at all? After all, you are standing on a hot spot.
Yes. I didn't actually know about it, really, and I was just told about it. So, in principle, rice, they say, is a noble thing.
Well, what do you think? Is it cooked?
I hope so.
Oh, it is cooked. Well, there it is. You know, I'm not actually going to litter here. It is cooked. It's cooked halfway through. Ah, Kamchatka egg. An egg is an egg. Here it is, guys. The Matnovsky volcano is smoking. It's an amazing feeling being on a volcano. And just standing, it feels as though you are on a huge pot that is boiling. This feeling can't be explained. The only thing I want to do now is to shout very, very loudly with all the power and beauty of this place. Ah, I just want to scream with all of my might. Ah! Damn, it's cool! Cool! This is really a place of strength. Ah, incredibly beautiful. I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life. When and at what point do you get used to such beauty?
Never.
Do you ever?
You'll never get used to it. It's different every time, and even when you don't come here, it's still always different. You remember yesterday. There it is. And there's also some kind of beauty in it. Sometimes it happens that you just come and the smoke hangs, but everything's open and the lighting is completely different. And the views are completely different, so you will never really get used to it. You won't go for a week and then something will feel wrong. It is a drug that's just always there and you need to go. I just went to the pass with my family and I looked and there it was. I got fed up with a drug and then you can just stay at home and then endure it for a week. But no, you will never get used to it, never. You see, you understand who you are here and that feeling can't be conveyed.
All you guys, what is Kamchatka? What is this word associated with for you? Personally, I realized that I had to come back here. They say that Kamchatka drags you here. Subscribe now, because we have already gone further.